Hi, I'm Kimberly Sizemore from Camp Oaks RV. It's a rainy day in Georgia, so there's not a lot happening here. It's quiet. My work is caught up. I thought this would be a great time for a YouTube video. So I came out to a camper, but the rain is so loud out here. I'm not sure if you can even hear me. And I have to confess, there's nothing better to me than when I'm on vacation and the rain is coming down on the roof of my camper. It makes for a perfect rainy day nap. I just love to hear that rain on the roof. But it does make it a little hard to do a video, so I hope that you can hear me okay over the rain. But I want to talk today about refrigerators. So I came out to a refrigerator that's in one of our Flagstaff microlights. And it seems like, why would you do a video on refrigerators? But you know what? I get a lot of questions on refrigerators, believe it or not. It is something I've had some questions on recently even. So I thought we'd cover refrigerators. And here's why it gets a little bit confusing, or questions, is because when I was growing up, all the refrigerators were gas and electric, right? You could run them off of your propane tank, or if you were plugged into shore power. So you had both options. But a couple years ago, let's see, maybe 2020, 2021, we started seeing all of our refrigerators more and more coming in as 12 volt. And now that's pretty much standard. All of our refrigerators are 12 volts. So you can't run them off gas anymore. Now they're going to be run off battery and shore power. And the reason why they've moved to that is because everything is going to solar panels. So a few years ago, this started changing because the solar panels started changing. Now everything is solar prepped, or the manufacturers are just including solar standard. So that's changed our refrigerators. Now what happens is the solar panels, they just maintain the battery. So anything that can be run off the battery will stay charged if you have solar panels. So that's why these refrigerators are now moving to be 12 volt so that you can use that with your solar. And here's some of the pros to that, because at first, I'm not gonna lie, I grew up with gas refrigerators, gas option, and I'm thinking, we're gonna lose that option? And it took me a minute. Now I get it, and now I'm sold. And let me tell you the reasons why you're gonna enjoy your 12 volt refrigerator. First of all, let me show you this refrigerator. This is one of the cool things they're doing in the market, where the refrigerators can be open from either side. You got to be careful to close one side all the way though, or it does fall off the hinges. It's happened to me a few times. The freezer does the exact same thing. But here's some advantages to moving to 12 volt. These refrigerators are much bigger. Your gas, electric refrigerators, they're just smaller by nature. It's so much nicer to have bigger refrigerators. They have so much more room. My 12 volt refrigerator has so much more room than my old refrigerator in my other camper. They are able to make them more house size that way. Now, in the industry, we kept telling people when they were gas electric, we would always say, you shouldn't run these down the road because you're running your gas. That's sort of dangerous when you're running down the road. Everybody did it. We did it. Everybody runs with gas down the road. Now, you don't have to worry about that danger. Your refrigerator is going to have a hot line. So your battery to your, I'm not your refrigerator. Let me back up. Sometimes I watch these videos and I'm like, what did I say? My mouth talks so much faster than my brain. Let me back up. Your vehicle, your tow vehicle, is going to have a hotline to your camper that keeps your battery charged. So that as your car battery is charging, the battery on your camper is charging through your tow vehicle's battery. That keeps your refrigerator cold. And you're not having to worry when you go down the road about running your gas, your propane tank. Your hotline from your car will keep your battery charged, which will keep your refrigerator cold as you go down the road. The other nice thing is, I don't know if you remember, but if you had an old gas refrigerator, those gas refrigerators, you had to be perfectly level for the gas refrigerator to work if you were on gas. That camper had to be level. We would always, when we were teaching people about their campers, if you buy from us, you always get a whole demo on going through how to work your camper. And we would always say, hey, your camper has to be perfectly level for your fridge to stay cold. We don't have to worry about that anymore. These refrigerators are totally different beasts now that they run off 12 volt. And the other thing is they don't take as long to get cold. My old gas electric refrigerator, it was not only smaller, but it took so many hours for it to get cool. We would have to turn it on and wait for hours before it was cold enough to really put our food in. I would always tell people, get that refrigerator cooling at home so it's cold before you get there so that you can put your food in it. That's another thing you don't have to worry about now. These cool really quickly. You'll notice the fridge going from totally off to totally cool 20 minutes. So it's just a really nice feature. So if you're worried about losing that gas electric, trust me, you'll eventually see the advantages to the 12 volt now that you're able to use that with your solar panel running off your batteries. So if you have more questions about solar, that's a whole different video for a different day. I'll try to keep this one just to refrigerators. But you will see in the market now that most all of your refrigerators are going to be 12 volt as you're shopping. And now you know why. So there you are from Camp Oaks RV. I'm Kimberly Sizemore. Hope this video was helpful. If you have any questions that you would like for me to talk about, just put those in the comments and come by and see me at Camp Oaks. We'll talk to you soon.